Hello, hello. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. We're back with another live. I'll give it a couple of seconds as I usually do, but this will be saved for the foreseeable future for you to rewatch if you haven't had the chance to catch this live. So, hey everyone. I hope you have been having a wonderful week. And if you haven't, there's still the opportunity to enter into the weekend and have a wonderful weekend. So I hope you're going in with expectation to have a good time, a fun time, a restful time, whatever you may need. But let's hop into it. This discussion today is actually a continuation of our discussion last week about the power of identity. And there was no post that I put, quotable post that I posted this week, because I really just wanted to continue on with the discussion of identity. And for today's iteration of the Confrontation of Calling series, we're going to be discussing, is that really you? So let's get into it. This question and this conversation is based around a conversation I was having with my discipler and discipleship group, and we were just discussing this question of who are you? And like I said in my previous live, your identity fuels your calling. It's not your calling. Your calling is not your identity. And I think that's so important to distinguish. But I think there's a little more we can talk about that. A lot more we can talk about that. But today we're going to be talking about, is that really you? So in this discussion with my people, my discipler, my discipleship group, we were discussing, who are you? And we landed on this topic of personality traits and personality, right? I do believe we're uniquely given certain personality traits that are uniquely ours. It's how you can tell babies from young, they're they have this about them, or they're strong-willed, or you can see that from a young age. But there are parts of our personality that I found, let me speak personally, in particular, there are parts of my personality that I found I was using as an excuse. So let me give you an example. So in this discussion, we were talking about who we are, and I was talking about how I know I am an introvert, right? But the way people use introvert is I don't like being social, or I don't really like people, I'm an introvert. When the actual definition of introvert is that you recharge by yourself. It has less to do with how you relate to people and more how you regain energy after using it. So extroverts actually gain energy by being around other people. Introverts have to come back to themselves and be solo in order to re-energize to go back into the world. But how I used to use and sometimes still use introvert is that I don't want to be around people, or I'm not as social because I am an introvert. But the truth is, as I was digging into this a little bit more, is that no, I was using introvert as an excuse because I, for a long time, suffered with the fear of rejection. In previous lives, I spoke about how I felt like I didn't feel like I belonged in any particular area in my life, whether it's family, school, church, wherever. I felt like I was always the odd one out. So what I use is introvert. I use the term introvert, the personality introvert, as an excuse to not engage with people, right? But the detriment of that, and the detriment and the I want to say I'm trying to find the term here. The falsehood in that is that as an introvert, I just gain energy being by myself. And what me using introvert as an excuse does is prevent me from living authentically in my calling, because we're all called to people, right? And we're all called to help people. So me saying that I don't want to be around people is in direct offense to what I'm supposed to be doing in this earth and what I've been created to do, part of what I've been created to do. And I just really wanted to bring that up today because I wonder how many of us are using these personality traits and identifiers to actually mask hidden traumas and mask authentically walking into our calling. And I'll give another example. There are people who say like, oh, I don't hang out around certain people because blah, blah, blah. So let me give a specific example. There are women that I've come across with who say like, I don't have women friends because women are too fill in the blank there, right? When the truth is, probably you have some either undealt with emotions and traumas that relate around women, or there's something deeper going on there, but you're using that as an excuse, as a personality trait, right? You're one of those women that don't get along with other women. You're using that as an excuse to not build female friendships. And what that does is it stagnates you in that particular area of your life. So for me, I have actively been trying to do better about socializing with people and making myself available to be approachable, because I know I was using introvert as an excuse. So I just wanted to kind of break that down today, because I think we have to really separate what's really personality, like what we've been uniquely born with, and what we use to mask traumas and to avoid walking in calling. And I know that that's hard to see, but really take the time to sit still and reflect. Is this really you? Or is this something that you created so you could avoid people, so you don't actually have to do the things that you know you're supposed to be doing? And ask yourself, is that really benefiting you? Because the places where you avoid will never grow, and the places that never grow will die. So there are portions of you that will not have the ability, hey Lakita, to grow and develop because you're hiding behind what, Jasmine, I know, because you're hiding behind what you think is personality. So that's all I had today. I'll see you guys next week, Friday. If you missed the beginning, feel free to watch it. Yeah, we'll keep talking about this. I'll see you guys next week. Peace. Who are you?